Hello korang, kembali lagi dalam Behind the Broadcast episode 2. So, a short recap. Sebelum ni kita dapat satu kerja as a screenwriter, and then kita ada satu screenwriter tu yang kita rasa bad and maybe worse, tapi bos kita nampak dia sebagai satu peluang, and dia bagi kita lah peluang untuk jadikan dia sebagai satu movie. So kalau korang dah ready untuk next apa yang kita rancang, apa yang kita tengok, so duduk diam, makan popcorn dan jom kita tengok. Okay, sekarang ni kita bersama dengan TV man ni atau TV boss ni yang duduk macam seorang-seorang, tak ada kawan. Sial dia. So macam aku rasa lah, kita approach someone lah. So kita approach him lah untuk tengok apa benda yang dia, apa benda yang dia fikirkan, apa benda yang dia buat. Dia text dengan siapa? Dengan Karen ke hari tu? Kita pun tak tahu kan. So approach him. You take small steps forwards, afraid of catching him off guard. Wish you thought about doing it first, but you decided to not to push it. You clear your throat. Sorry His body immediately tense up, TV jerking to your side. His eyes fall on you, but he doesn't relax. Alice, he says with a forced cheery tone, the smile on his face widening. Something happened? No. I thought I should stop by before heading back home, He blinks before coughing to compose himself. His screen changed to his usual relaxing expression, full of confidence. Well, how was it running on set today? Had to run early due to an unexpected meeting. There is something quite odd about him this last few couple of weeks, but you can put finger on it. Aku dah kata bro, dia ni ada skandal dengan Karen. But kau dengar sini, Karen, aku punya Everything went fine. No more cameras catching fire. Phew, not anymore at least. Oh, I need to get around to get a new set. Anyway, that is a good news. We are slowly but surely close to wrapping things up shooting wise. The VFX team will take everything from there. Are you excited? Excited is barely the right word. I'm thrilled to show everyone what we have been putting our tears and sweat into. That's the spirit. You hesitate whether to ask or not about what's been going on, but changing your mind at the last second, you hesitated, nodding. He looked as if he has something on his tongue, but he doesn't say anything. I will be on my way now. Promise you will give me a call or something if anything happens while I'm home. Bro, how... You know how it's macam mana kau daripada kau afraid benda ni, tapi akhirnya kau kat sini macam kau anggap dia sebagai partner kan, macam how things escalated lah macam tu kan, macam ush. So that's mean that TV man ni dia macam Mr. Puzzle lah sebenarnya. Mr. Puzzle ni macam okay lah, agak baik lah kan, kalau tengok daripada floor surface lah. I'll give you my solemn assurance, he says with a wide grin while watching you disappear into the hallway. You give him a playful wave. He sounded excited, but his body language was saying otherwise. You're not sure if digging into his private life will solve anything, but maybe giving him a pep talk wouldn't hurt. Bukan hurt. Is it even related to his private life? Maybe he's just riot, and you are definitely not blaming him for it. You were really full of sunshine and rainbows on your first days here either. Okay, so let's give it. Opening your apartment door wide open, your eyes searching for your roomie. You see a familiar silhouette wrapped on a couch with the TV's light shining over her phone. Shut the door. I'm home. Yeah, I'm home. Hi home, I'm Givy. Guess I'll be eating these noodles I got from Mother in London. She emerged from the couch in the blink of an eye once you mentioned food. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. Give. Okay, bossy. Yeah, I got you, girl. Kiwi puts on some lame reality show while the two of you just relax for the rest of the day. Kenapa kau nak tengok lame reality show sedangkan ada banyak benda lagi best I mean, tell me, like, macam you guys yang dekat home tu kan, korang suka tengok benda yang lame ataupun bosan ataupun you know something yang tak best untuk korang macam elakkan fikiran korang daripada ni ke daripada fikir yang macam orang kata fikir masalah hidup macam tu. Tiredness has been talking its toll on you. You haven't rested properly in a while. A sudden notification sound from your phone pulls you out of your thoughts. Okay. Are you free tonight? Depends on what you mean by free. As in going for a walk? It's the middle of the night. Yes, I'm aware. You're not obligated to if you don't want to, of course. We could be right on the other side of the road across your apartment. Okay, so kalau korang tertanya-tanya kenapa aku tak buat voiceover dekat sini, it's because we read them in our mind. So basically it's our voice lah kan. I just want to talk. I mean, he's pretty kind to me so far. So, you know, why not? Sebab dia pun kan dia ajak jalan-jalan kan sebelum ni. What hour? Midnight bro. Midnight bro, night dah sudah lah. Once you shove your phone back to your pocket, you push yourself from the couch. Your teeth clenching at the sore feeling in your back. God, you haven't moved from that spot in hours. Kiwi's ears perk up from the kitchen the moment she sees you heading to the hallway. Where are you going? Out. For when exactly? Stop shoving your snout into my private stuff. I'll be back in an hour, so... Your mother, while struggling to put your shoes on, almost tripping due to your pure violence. Who are you going out with? Kiwi. He's that TV-headed guy, isn't it? You turn around to look at her with a sharp whip of your head. She just stares at you with mischievous smirk on her face before placing the leftovers into the microwave. Clean up the kitchen before I get back. What is up with you and that dude? Why should that be your business? Why do you care so much? Jeez, tell me you think I have something with him. Do you? No. Your ears spin back once those words left her mouth, feeling insulted for her to even consider such a thing. Oh, did I strike a nerve? I'm not judging. Ever since you told me he walked you home that one night, I had my suspicions. I do not. She dramatically leans against the wall, hand pressed against her forehead. Another romantic walk around the city under the sky full of stars, under the warm dim light. Without a second thought, she practically lunged at her, attempting to hit her with the nearest object. An unopened pack of tortillas. Yeah, slap her hard. But before you're able to take your hit, she jets off to the bedroom with a scream. You figured that she was just trying to rile you up, which worked, considering your battery for today was dwindling low as it is. Just don't get back late! You hear her voice coming out from bedroom, still holding the door shut to prevent you from ripping all her fur out. Reluctantly, you let go of the handle to grab your coat. Do what I told you to do. Are your last words before shutting the door loudly out of frustration and embarrassment? You take a deep breath, groaning. But then your nose picks up a weird smell. What is that? Smoke? Coming out of your apartment. She didn't turn off the microwave. Off. Kiwi! Damn, Mama masak apa tu? I mean, Is somebody, somebody nak buat jahat dengan dia. Okay, kenapa dia look nervous Like, oh, just get a room you two. Damn. Okay, you basically approve what Skibby's suspicions lah kan. Oh, Alice, you arrived. Surprisingly. Who doesn't want to go out with your boss in the middle of the night? The grin slipped slightly as if your words had unsettled him. I'm messing with you. Sorry for the lateness, by the way. Kiwi blew up the microwave. Don't worry about that at all. So, you want to talk? Yes, we'll stuff to discuss. We didn't get to see each other much today. His cringe flickers as he thinks of what to say next. Mind if I lead the way? There's a nice path to the city's park I'm familiar with. You nod in agreement. Both of you set off on this little midnight adventure around the city. A cold breeze blowing into your face, shoes echoing along the empty streets as puzzles guide you through a place you haven't set a foot in before. You weren't sure why you hadn't gone to see the rest of the city for yourself. You could have with Karen, but that thought never crossed your mind. It felt rather nice to have him by your side. It was awkward, but oddly comforting. You are not sure how to put it into words. I don't think I haven't been to this part of the city. Maybe I have, but this place is usually crowded to the point I barely know where I'm going. I'm honored to be your tour guide then. I like hanging around here when I feel like my mind's about to explode. It's nice to just shut down for a moment and appreciate the beauty of living. So you go here often? I suppose. Only around this hour though. Not a fan of having too many eyes on me. This place tends to be very lively. I thought you enjoyed the attention. Oh, I very much do, but I do like having some time for myself outside. You know, you almost heard him curse under his breath. For a work staff walk, we aren't really talking about work. A small snicker escapes his mouth, whether it was from nervousness or something else is quite hard to tell. My mistake. I didn't mean that in a bad way. We don't talk about ourselves much anyway. Your private life is basically a mystery to me. I prefer to keep stuff mysterious, myself included. But I suppose I could make an exception when it's you. Well, is there anything you would like to know about me? There are plenty of things I would like to know about you. Careful now, I only do this once. Think it through. Okay, so kalau kita ada 3 options kat sini. Career, love life dengan family. So, kita satu sudut lain, kita nak tahu career dia macam mana. Like, macam mana yang sebelum ni dikatakan dia jadi macam kita dulu, ada macam mana dia jadi sampai sekarang. On the other side, kita nak tahu love life dia. Like, maybe it has something to do with Karen. Like, kenapa Karen macam tu semua tu kan. But I'm not sure about family sebab dia tak ada tunjukkan apa-apa selama ni. Like, okay, dia cakap pasal kerja, cakap pasal dia tunjukkan yang dia ada love life lah macam tu kan. Tapi family, no, dia tak ada tunjukkan apa-apa. Like, can you imagine, kita hanya tahu mungkin part of career, part of love life, but family, no. So, I don't know lah. Dia kata dia akan buat sekali je. So, basically aku nak confront dia dengan Karen. Mana tahu kan kita dapat tahu apa-apa. So, aku akan save dulu sini. Okay, so kita akan pilih life. What about your love life? If you feel comfortable talking about that. Love? He scoffed with a cringe expression. Who has time for those nowadays? I mean, having close friends, but when I've been close to reaching my blockbuster, I hate to disappoint my partner when the show has been a solo act for a soul. Yes, a gentleman like me sounds like he have everything a yearning heart desires. And yet, they be lying to themselves when that courage to walk up to me will shoot them down to that rustic life that I wouldn't have time for sentimental jargon. Keeping this mysterious persona has kept my audience guessing, and that is one of the only secrets I could tell. He didn't again a light pole as he spoke, his scream seeming due to the difference. I've seen the films, I've seen the heartbreak. Love is but a fleeting sundown waiting for the light of day. My focus has still on me. A short chuckle from his fans. I mean, how else could I be well maintained like this and run the best studio in town? We'll break into cities eventually. With your idea, of course, Alice. Rabbit's free show was quite refreshing to my own surprise. His hand wavered in jest after saying your expression. Okay, so okay, that's not what I was hoping for. Okay. There's no Karen in there. Aduh, aku tak tahu nak fikir apa dah. Okay, so because kita dah save dekat situ, aku rasa okay, sekarang kita nak tahu macam mana untuk benda-benda lain pula career dia. You never talk about your career. He warmed up to this one. Why, of course, everyone want to know how the city bombshell became the director of this studio. Why, as anyone, I didn't grow up on one of those football players with a cheerleader girlfriend you see in movies. I'll entertain you though, I don't have that scholarly background. I was too broke to go to film school. He shuffled around, kicking a rock as he pieced his words together towards his audience of one. I didn't let such a thing stop me though. Thrift shops were my friends, of course, making home movies until I figured out my way through. Film festivals, a few before dummies maybe. Years passed, people long gone from my life. Eventually, I released my first film. Someone believed in me. Classic story of someone who leaves someone else who admire their little dream. And haha, here I am, doing it with you too. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so we get to know him lah, like dia ni. Okay, sekarang let's see apa yang dia akan cakap tentang family dia. You never talk about your family. Aku kenapa aku cakap suara dia ni. You notice how his shoulders tense up a bit at the question. I hope it's not a sensitive topic for you. Not at all, no. I don't have much to say about my relatives other than I'm no longer in touch with any of them. For any particular reason? Oh, there are reasons. One could say their treatment shaped me into the person I am today, if you look at it in multiple perspectives. Are any of the reasons related to why you were so down recently? He tilts his head to the side, one of his antennas slightly dropping. What do you mean? Sorry, I mean, thought there was something happening. Oh, don't you worry about little old me. I'm doing just fine. Okay, so apa yang kita boleh fikir? Okay, family dia, dia shape siapa yang Mr. Puzzle ni sekarang. On the other hand, love life dia tak ada siapa-siapa. Dia tak ada pandang siapa-siapa, tak ada jumpa siapa-siapa, tak ada jatuh cinta kat siapa-siapa. And about his career, dia broke. Like dia bukannya ada bakat apa-apa. And then itulah, dia maksudnya ada someone yang motivate dia. So I'm curious about that someone. So aku rasa aku lebih suka option kita pilih dia sebagai career, sebab dia macam lebih sifat terbuka. Me? Adiko summarizing pretty much everything to you. Everything? The fact that you move here to follow your own dream. Oh, sorry. Everything. The fact that you move here to follow your own dream. That's like the start of some cheesy fairy tale. Well, what do you want to know? Why? Why a writer? Guess it started at a really young age. I was never that type of kid to get along with others, so I live in my own little world. Imagining all kind of stories slowly drowning in them. As I grew up, I knew writing was something I wanted to pursue in the future, but I hesitated a lot and missed out a lot of opportunities. Simply because I thought I wasn't ready yet. As life dragged on, I found myself happy trying out a journalism career, writing articles, listening to other people's stories, but I still keep coming back to writing my own imaginary tales during my free time. And once I knew journalist work was no longer for me, I dropped it and finally made the big step I had always dreamed of. And the reason why you chose this city specifically? Bro, tu dah 2 soalan tau. Aku tanya kau 1 soalan je. Biadab kan. It felt like a cool start. A fresh new start for my new career. And look, I made a great decision. You gave me a huge opportunity, one I could only dream about. I mean, all I wanted was just being a part of something special. And you want me a golden ticket. And I just kept asking myself, why? Why me? He takes a moment to look at you, observing your expression before his eyes drift away to the view in front of you. You were right about never going to this place before. The building's light reflected in the lake's murky depths. So basically kita dah open up dekat Mr. Puzzles. So Mr. Puzzle nak cari something yang tunjukkan yang tak tahu lah, cakap kita hesitant ke apa. But you know, who knows. The distant sounds of the busy city faded into something distant and unreal. You find yourself lost in the view. Why you? Why you? I saw something in you that day, at least, bro. Cakap orang yang pecat aku sebelum bermula ni semua tu. A spark. Tiny little spark, quietly begging to be seen. That spark I once had. You didn't come here to write stories. You came here to make them. And I knew if I wasn't the one who would give you the chance, no one would. I saw that passion, and I knew I had to keep the fire going, to not let it die out. You were so consumed by perfection that you couldn't see anything else. Someone out there had to give you that you are enough. People aren't perfect. That's what makes us human. You stood there, unable to think of a word. There was a brief flicker of hurt. Her heart rate showed up on his screen before he masked it. Bro, this guy, he gets frustrated. But before any of you can say anything, a few water drops wet your fur. The cold water wakes you up from the trance as you raise your head to look for the source. It's raining. Without a word, Puzzles take out an umbrella from his coat. Bro, mana kau simpan umbrella tu, bro? Where did you? I always carry one with me, you never know. He taps on his metal head, winking at you. What is it gonna be next? Pulling a rabbit out of your head? I'm afraid a rabbit won't survive under those conditions. A quiet giggle escaped your lips at his comment. You shove your paws into the pocket subtly move closer to him. To fit under the umbrella, of course. He seemed to notice. His hand moved by an inch closer to your shoulder to make sure you are fully protected from the rain. Water drops drum against the umbrella, but none of you spoke a word. Okay, it's kinda like it's kinda good with, you know, like a romantic movie something. So So basically, two people with like the same. Apa tengok-tengok tu? Aduh, green dia dah aku tak boleh lah. Sampai depan rumah. Tak, okay. Sekarang ni aku tak tahu. Actually aku tak tahu apa sebab kenapa Mr. Puzzle ni acting macam tu kan. Hey Liz. Turn around before twisting the knob, waiting for what he has to say. I was wondering. Actually forget it. I thank you for tonight. You were wondering what he wanted to say, but decided not to question him. It was fun. Glad we could hang out outside of work. Okay, so assumption aku ada dua. So sama ada dia ni nak ajak si Alice ni keluar makan, date macam tu, ataupun macam aku rasa Mr. Puzzle ni ada hati dengan si Alice ni. Damn, how come benda ni jadi romantic film, romantic movie sekarang ni See you in studio next week. You know it. Good night. Good night to you too, Alice. And just like that, he vanished, quickly scattering to the sidewalk, not even looking back. Well, that was weird. Whatever. Time to take a nice warm bath and relax throughout the entire weekend. Wait. So korang macam ni juga ke kan? Like, okay, kalau korang kena hujan apa semua kan korang akan mandi. Sebab kalau aku lebih suka sejuknya air hujan tu tau, dibanding, you know, bila kau dah basah-basah dan macam tu, kau dah macam fed up, kau tak fikir apa. Tapi kau jangan macam, biarlah lantak kau lah. Bila kau balik rumah pun macam, sejuk-sejuk lah. So maybe macam aku lah, ada orang yang bukan jenis macam tu tau. Maksudnya orang tu boleh cepat demam. I guess aku bukan orang macam tu lah. Though I guess relax isn't really your thing. You were for sure going to write related to your project or not. We always find it ways to you. Okay, so kita continue dengan projek kita, The Rabbit's Freak Show. A month later. Okay, so kita tengok apa progress dia. Imagine Mr. Puzzle tak ada dah. Today's the day, the premiere of your very first project, up across all the Mushroom City theaters. Yeah, Rabbit Freak Show. Yeah, go girls. You put everything into making this project possible, and now everyone finally gets to see. For years, this idea was only scribbled down on a bunch of notes for you and only you to see. You stand here as proof that persistent belief and determination can turn a simple thought into something else, something real. It's still you, the one who wrote, edited, drawn out the plan. It could make you shed a tear, as you could turn back with all the emotional struggles and team building it took to portray it as the author you intended. You let out a sniffle, looking at the different version of your poster, realized for the city to see. No matter what the reviews say tomorrow, no matter what numbers appear in the newspapers next week, this moment is something no one can take away from you. Okay, so we come into the final days of Rabbit Freak Show lah. Dia orang nak ni kan, nak tayang kat theater. It was a busy day. It was a busy night that day. Once the premiere was over, you and your team had a little celebration party in the studio, which was of course all Linda's idea. Parties weren't really your thing, but today was your day, so making an exception just this once didn't seem so bad. In fact, it was rather nice. Maybe apart from that loud music. Alice, my girl, are you really going to just stand there the entire night? Leave a little. I think I'm good on that. Yeah. You said your green widening as if to seal the point. Just as you were about to ask where Puzzle is, his frame emerged from the entrance door. Ah, Puzzle. Was wondering where your butt went. Just maintaining the mystery, you know me, Linda. Of course. Well, I off to the dance floor to get as much as I can from this night. See you guys around. As she disappears into the crowd, his gaze falls on you. Alice, mind if we went outside for a bit? Yeah, this is the time. This is the time. You nod to his suggestion since you were planning on catching a breather outside anyway. He leads the way, squeezing through the crowd to make it to the front door. Holding the door for you, you are met with a cold breeze the moment you step into the courtyard. Yeah, Mr. Parker is such a gentleman. How are you enjoying the night so far? It's great, met so many nice people at the premiere. I am my secure as a sponsor too. You said those last words in a quiet voice, ending with a chuckle. Oh, that's great. Okay. Did you want to talk about anything in particular? No, just... Bro, have a confidence, have a courage to say it, bro. We already know. I'm really proud of you. Damn, that word just enough lah for her. His words take you back, making you breathe rapidly for a bit. Well, I wouldn't be able to put any of this without your help. All I did was give you a chance. Everything else was your doing. What I mean to say here is that I'm happy you grabbed the chance by the forelock. Push yourself further into the unknown and made the most of it. And now you are standing here in front of me and... I'm not saying the same anxious writer I saw in my office back then. I'm glad I got to be your side in every moment of it, Alice. And I'm looking forward to whatever projects awaits us in the future. Your lips twitch upwards, your brows softening as he finished his talking. Wow, you're being all sappy on me all of a sudden. Hey, trying to be emotional here. The snarky smile of yours hangs there for a second before it betrays you, breaking into an amused giggle. I'm sorry. I appreciate you, puzzles. Thank you for being on thank you for being on this with me, as a colleague and as a friend. Yep. Aku rasa dia ada hati. Kalau kau tengok expression dia kosong. Want to go back inside and grab a drink? I'll join you later. Bro, just go for it lah. Yes, kita betul. Dia ada perasaan dekat si Alice. Oh my god. Yo bro. No. Jangan cakap itu je ending dia. Bro. Dude. Please cakap si Alice keluar balik daripada pintu tu. Please. For the audience, please. Please bro, please. Okay, what happened? No. No. So kita dapat ending 3 atau actually ending 1 ya, aku tak tahu. Bro, it's getting good. Kenapa aku tak jujur dengan dia? Okay, so sekarang ni kita approach kat sini. Okay, I was thinking lah, like kalau kita tak approach semua orang, kita call dengan semua orang, apa akan jadi? Okay, tak apa. So sekarang ni kita akan cuba leave him be. Ataupun aku terlalu lambat dah untuk buat keputusan macam ni. Okay, tak apa, kita leave him be je. Tengok apa akan jadi. No, maybe he's just having a bad day. Let's not push it. You glance at him one last time before making your way to the exit. How many project is he overseeing? He must have had a lot of it on his mind recently. Okay, so kita just skip forward. Like, tak ada apa. Okay, a month later. So sekarang ni, okay, so summarize lah. Okay, so kita masih lagi dalam era waktu yang mana kita macam kita dapat peluang untuk bukti untuk keluarkan kita punya rabbit freak show. Okay, tapi kita tak approach dia kali tu. So sekarang ni kita dekat premium ni, betul tak? Yep. Sekarang kita dekat premium. So kita dah move on daripada dia approach kita and then dia ni. So let's go. Okay, so bla 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 bla. Okay, so ini aku skip je korang Okay, aku skip je sebab ini korang dah tahu. Sebab dia benda yang sama. Okay. So dekat sini, okay, so dekat ni kita akan cuba tengok dia akan ajak kita keluar itu ke tak. Dia akan cakap something ke tak. Puzzles. Was wondering where your butt went. Just mentioning the mystery, Melinda. Of course. Well, I'm off to the dance floor to get as much as I can from this night. See you guys around. Okay, let's see. Once she disappears into the crowd, his gaze follows on you. Alice, mind if we went outside for a bit? You know to his suggestion since you were planning on catching a breather outside. Anyway. Sekejap. Adakah ni akan jadi benda yang sama? Okay korang, so aku akan play je dialognya. So kalau korang nak baca tu korang boleh skip saja. Okay? Boleh berhenti. Okay. Come on. Okay. So dia really proud. Okay. Okay, blah blah blah. Chance, give it chance, blah blah blah. Man, just say blah blah blah. Maybe you get a chance. I know you're standing in front of me and I'm not seeing the same energy as the writer, blah blah blah. I'm glad to get to by your side when you room my village. I'm looking forward to whatever project awaits us. Okay. I'm sorry, I appreciate. Thank you for being with this and me as a friend. I want to go back inside and grab a drink. I'll join you later, okay? No, this is the same ending. Okay, I know the problem is. Okay, so Mr. Puzzle, dia ada hati dengan kita. Okay, that's one. The second is, at least dia anggap si Mr. Puzzle ni sebagai kawan atau kolik sahaja. I mean, kita tak tahu kan, like apa sebenarnya perasaan Alice sebab dia tak pernah bagi tahu. Tapi itulah yang membuatkan, aku rasa itu yang membuatkan ni, bila dia dengar perkataan friends, itu yang membuatkan si Mr. Puzzle ni sedih. So we didn't manage to get any new endings. Tapi aku rasa kita akan proceed. Aku tahu kat mana kita akan start. Kita akan start dekat bahagian waktu kita terima atau tak. Dia punya ni. Okay. Oh, wait. I think I messed up dekat situ. Okay. Kalau korang nak percaya putus aku. Okay, sekarang ni aku rasa aku tahu kat mana aku mess up. Tapi aku tak tahu betul ke tak apa aku mess up. Okay, korang ingat tak waktu yang dekat coffee tu, dan kita let him go instead of kita pergi dekat dia. So maybe dekat situ kita boleh dapat ending yang lain. Tapi kalau aku tak tahulah. Damn, it's getting hot in here though. Okay korang, sekarang kita dekat sini Kita dekat sini sekarang ni, and then kita Okay, kita akan stop him. Kita nak tengok apa benda stop him ni. Sebab kita let him go hari sebelum ni. So kita stop him. Hold on. You call out to him once you open the doors wide open. The TV man showed the tense as he sees you burst from the cafe. Yes. Thank you for the opportunity. He smiles with a digital wink. Don't thank me yet. You watch him walk away to the studio, his form disappearing in the crowd. What just happened? As you slip back into the cafe, you are met with Karen's gaze from behind the counter, not looking too happy. Before she able to mutter a word, you run up to her and slam your hands against the counter. Karen, did you hear that? He takes aback of your sudden action. Hear what? Did he cause any trouble? Okay, sekarang ni kita dah kembali ke jalan yang sebenar. So let's kita teruskan je like benda ni effect tak untuk akhir ni? Kita akan dapat new ending atau tak? Okay, so kita macam ni approach him. Okay. Alice! You get used to these random scares from your co-workers since they were happening quite often for whatever reason. Okay, so maksudnya ini kita yang belum pernah berjadi lagi I don't know if this was the attempt at making me jump out my skin. Either way, it didn't work. We are met with the proud expression of Linda's face when she emerged from the supply closet. And I was so sure I got you this time. You're going to have to try better than that. I have been for good 3 months, you know. It was just you were jumping at pretty much everything during the first week. Remember when the coffee machine turned on by itself? Yes, you don't have to remind me. You give her a weak grin, your brows furrowing in an attempt to look offended. What were you doing in the supply closet anyway? Waiting for more potential victims that sneak by? You wish. Ducky spilled a can of fresh paint all over the props. I thought that I was going to lose my mind once I found the team scrubbing the floor with whatever they could find. I came to look for Barry, but that old man is nowhere to be seen. So I snooped around the closet in hoping of finding something useful. And a pile of dusty scrub daddy sponge and some dirty ass mop, not useful at all. I told them to leave a fresh bucket of paint on the windowsill, and they still went on doing it anyway. It's like I'm talking to a brick wall, can you believe it? You were lucky it didn't destroy any props for that show of yours. Wouldn't that be a shame? Working on this circus dance got me pretty busy. Your mama, sorry. Messing with ya. Looking on the circus, how's going for ya? Couldn't be more proud of what we have done. It's going to be big. I'm sure. She was a non-existent tear over the corner of her eye. You rookies grow up so fast. Won't even speak of the Wolfsman. I have seen that they're so excited about the project before. Have you noticed something off about him? Huh? Interested in some tea, am I right? Yeah, we are looking for some tea now, Linda. So you know something. Darling, I always know everything in this studio. What do you want for it? She said nothing, only raising her brows as she waits for your suggestion. I'll get you gluten-free cookies. And energy bars. Okay, so Barry told me not so long ago that he overheard a conversation Mr. Puzzler had going on over his phone. So basically senang je nak dapatkan gosip dari Linda ni. Pacing relentlessly around the hallway, boys turned on whatever he was talking on the other side of the line. He didn't hear much, but he assumed it was some family drama. I understand. Family drama? Yeah, doesn't it ring a bell? Or has he not ever talked about that to you, No, we don't really talk about stuff like that. Well, anyway, that's all I've got on me. Do whatever you want with this information. I'm off now, Han. I have to deal with that mess in my department. Okay, so sekarang kita dapat clue yang penting. So basically sekarang ni kita dapat tahu sebahagian daripada family dia lah sekarang. I mean sekarang okay, dia ada masalah dengan family dia. Dan apa yang aku boleh rasa, kalau kita tanya pasal family dia dengan keadaan dia sekarang ni, dia akan luahkan. Confirm. Good luck with your little investigation. She proceeds to walk past you with a proud smile on her face. You just stand there for a bit, thinking about what she just told you. Family drama? You don't really want to push his button. But he will probably mention it by now, no? With a shake of your head, you begin walking into the AC. So sekarang ni kita dah tahu kenapa dia selalu duduk diam, selalu murung. It is because of his family. Your way back is filled with more questions than answers, unfortunately. Okay, so basically this is still the same lah. So I'm gonna skip. Okay, you keep thinking about the conversation with Linda. Why won't I let you rest? A sudden notification sound from your phone pulls you out of your thoughts. Hey Alice, are you free tonight? Okay, so sekarang ni aku rasa Alice ni pun sebenarnya ada hati dekat si ni. Ada hati dekat si Mr. Puzzle, but you know, that's my assumption only lah. So kita continue dia dengan waktu dia go sini. Okay, so now kat sini kita boleh pilih option family. And if kita dapat new dialogue, of course it will bring something. Confirm. I heard you arguing with someone on the phone. I didn't want to bring it up when we are in the studio. It takes a moment for him to process what you said. He averts his gaze, the light from his skin illuminating the pavement now. Mbak kasih? See? Dia bagi tahu. My father was never quite enthusiastic about my dreams. I never gained his approval as a kid. Sorry, suara di dalam. I've always dreamed big. Fascinated by every artistic path as a youthful, wide-eyed kid. Eager to try them all, I painted, wrote, even played all sorts of instruments. Okay, yet one thing stood at the top of the mountain. To indulge in all of these and bridge into creating something from nothing, it echoed in my mind that people around the world could know my name from a legacy of my own choosing. The music, the paint, the writing culminated together to breed a feel-good story like the ones I've learned to adore on television. Aww. And my mother. Oh, what a woman. Hand in hand she held that encouragement, so full of kindness that always felt full. I held onto her when she held my innocent, longing heart. One day, those ideas will play on the big screen. You made it, she said. But my father, he had different plans towards such a creative soul. He shattered my heart saying those few words. Art is a waste of time, he'd say. Focus on something that will guarantee your success. Your vision was only a mirage if you get to make a reality. Your reality should be more down to earth. Part of me believed he was only trying to protect me from the cruelties of failure, not as if the creatives are a long and familiar net to save you. Life doesn't play fair, shows, and I know this. I didn't let that tragedy eat me alive, so I kept my head high, walking forward with tears blurring my vision before I found out too late. The one who believed in me was gone. Okay, aku dah rasa sobbing kan, sedih. I got so lost after she was gone. Yet, The ripples of her influence, the beat of her heart resonating in me, quietly kept me from completely going deep down the drain. As I was still a kid and I tripped over myself, her hand gently helps me up. Every one of those steps, she says, is going forward. I lingered on that thought. Maybe it was always meant to happen. My script written for me to play along. Those wounds slowly heal, dusting myself off before I try again. And again, and again. His monologue stops once he glances into your eyes, his face changing ever so slightly. You haven't even noticed. Not before he stopped talking. Alice, are my, are my eyes deceiving you? Or are you tearing up? And his tone changes in not even a second. Bro, I'm tearing up. Aku rasa sedih hari ni. That goddamn smoke's creeping up on his face again. How do you expect me to react when you drop a bomb like this on me? You grin back at him, a failed attempt at hiding your broken expression. You sniffle, eyes watering, before you wipe your face as you took it all in. I got a little carried away. Come on now. I can see you like this. He touched at you in disapproval, raising his gloved hands and wiping off a tear. Oh my god, he's so sweet. Oh my god. Boy. You never bothered to tell me about this. You managed to shock out once. You snapped back to reality after the intimate gesture. Why would I ever bring a topic like this into the workplace? What happened to your father? How do you think a character with a plot like this ends up? My father was a hypocrite. Drowning in alcohol was the only possible solution for him. It's all he knew. I have never spoken a word with him again after that. At least not until recently. Do you think he wants to make it out with you? Maybe. Does he know about me? You never told me about yourself. Okay, so kita ada step forward Kita ada satu langkah baru. So kita akan skip and then kita tengok dekat akhir-akhir nanti kita akan dapat ending baru tak? Adakah dia Okay, sekarang ni okay, kalau korang perasan, kalau korang ingat lah, dekat sini dia ada something dia nak cakap dekat kita, tapi dia tak sanggup nak cakap. So maybe kali ni Dia Okay. Assumption aku, dia nak kita ikut dia pergi jumpa ayah dia. Okay, itu assumption aku. Okay, korang ingat Okay, kita tengok. Would you like to spend some time together? Okay, so it's not what I expect, okay? Maybe over it. My bad. Oh, bro. You're moving forward too fast. His finger drummed against his palm, the nervousness making itself noticeable on his screen. We could get dinner, a business dinner. All part of our work, of course. Informal manners. You blink. Go on another date or refuse. So kita dah dapat end tadi tak? There's no way I'm gonna refuse that. Go on another date. The anticipation in his face is slowly eating him alive as he waits for your response. Sure, of course. I will gladly join you for dinner. Fantastic. How about tomorrow at 9 p.m? Well, you are right. Way too late. 7 p.m. then? You could hold a slight smile for me on your lips. 7 p.m. then? I'll pick you up. Yeah. Good night. And before you are able to wish him a good night, he vanished. Hey, our man here is moving something. quickly scattering to the sidewalk, not even looking back. A faint cloud of steam could be seen rushing out of his vents as he disappeared into the quiet night. You goes at a breath, letting out a small chuckle. Good night to you too. You just stand there, letting it sink in. What is wrong with you, Alice? It's a business dinner. Only a business dinner. At this place. Yeah. Nothing weird about it. Then when does it feel like... Oh, yes! Woo! Okay. So... okay. Okay. Okay, tangan aku merah. Okay, sekarang ni kita dah tahu. Okay, si Alice ni ada hati. Ada hati dekat si puzzle. What about your reputation? His reputation. If anything on the record, it was his idea anyhow. Yeah, go with that. You are stressed. You are overworked. It's your mind playing games on you. A nice hot shower will put your mind at ease. Yeah, that does sound great right now. Anything to throw that idea of having a date with your boss away for a bit. The next day, 6:45 PM. Okay, sebelum ni kita dapat 1 month later. Proceed to the day where our premiere was launching. So today, kita pergi dating. Yeah. That doesn't look right. Rushing from your room to room in hopes of finding anything proper to wear. Girl, bisa puzzle lah, suka je kau pakai apa-apa. Confirm, percaya. You have come to the realization that you don't own any fancy clothes. It's not like you were wearing a dress. It's just your insecurities pushing you back. Now you are stuck with business and casual clothing in your wardrobe. What does one even wear for dinner? Good, you look so fine with that only. Yeah, enough. Go. You haven't exactly planned for dates when moving. It's too late to go shopping again. But there's just enough time to freshen yourself at least. Hide in the dark circles and whatever shadows shroud your anxiety-ridden self. Looking in the mirror, you are still you, and maybe that's what he liked the most about you. Professionally. The boss place, you can only imagine from this baby you saw having trouble. What if something happened and you both were trapped in traffic? Or does he have enough to hire a driver? You adjust your sleeve as you sleeve, your digits fidgeting with it. Girl, you look so fun. Damn. Good man. See, dengan smug dia tu. Okay, so here you are, sitting in his car, with your chin resting on your palm, looking at the pretty lights outside the window. By pretty lights, you mean the boring traffic lights that were your only distraction in this awkward situation. You catch a glimpse of his fingers tapping against the steering wheel. You two always had so much to say to each other, but they was completely out of play in this very moment. Ever since that little walk from yesterday, you feel something shift between you and him. And you know for sure he already noticed that, but none of you are saying anything about it. So the car ride to his place, silent. Only the faint noise of the radio could be heard. Have I ever told you about my place? His gentle voice makes your head jerk up, not expecting him to start a conversation. I don't recall, no. In fact, you two knew very little about each other's private life. Maybe this dinner could change that. Really? Guess I can count as a surprise then. Whoa, should I expect a mention? Asner escaped his van, shaking his head. Okay, lower your expectations. It's nothing fancy. You're talking to someone who lives in a crappy old flat. It can't be that bad. Have you ever been inside? You never invited me. Bro, kenapa dia nak invite kau tu? The stupid smile flashed across his screen upon seeing your startled expression. You return your gaze to the window, your lips twitching upwards. Touché. You lay back with a grin, your car seat adjusted. Your legs find the carpeted floor among the rollers under the seat. Is his car somewhat customized? Makes sense with how tall he is. You had the courtesy to lean your seat forward. After becoming familiar with the gizmos in his car, your fur flourishes from the wind as you open the window, your arm resting on the side door. Your eyes dart from left to right, taking in new sight of the city. This is a landscape full of apple tree on the other side of the radio. Bro, berapa lama perjalanan tu sampai dah subuh dah ni? The skyscraper are the other huge buildings seem so distant now. This part of the city feels completely different. Away from all the city noise, huh? You know it. The car stopped in front of a fancy-looking gate. While Puzzles is rummaging his pocket, you squint your eyes to get a better look at the place behind the fence. Nicely trimmed brush. A little fountain in the middle of the garden. Damn, this is such a nice house. The gate suddenly opens wide the moment Puzzle gets hold of his key. Oh, sweet mother of pearl, this place was beautiful, aku dah kata kan. You didn't even get to see the inside, yet the house from the outside already made quite an impression. You almost feel unworthy of stepping into a place like this. He pulls up in a rocky parking spot, turning off the engine. The car's humming stopped. Here we are, he announced with a proud grin on his screen before he gets out of the car. As you were about to exit the car on your own, he swung the door open and offered you a hand. You couldn't help but suppress a snort on his behavior. Tada! Okay. I should have cleaned up a bit more. I really am broke. So, I mean, this is such a nice house, but you shouldn't be worried. Aku pun tinggal dekat, kita pun tinggal dekat sini, dekat dalam apartment. I'm sorry, not really used to have it, guys. Please make yourself comfortable. If you consider this a mess, then I'm never inviting you over. You hear him off through his vents at your comment while he's taking off his coat. You can leave your jacket here. With a nod of agreement, you hang your jacket on his hanger. You couldn't help but look around to get a better look at his place. It was a cozy wooden house with dark-colored oak that gave the entire space a glowing, oddly organic feel. The living room was connected to a kitchen that was big enough for one person to work comfortably. In the center of the living room sits a big TV surrounded by a shelf with all kinds of CD and books. You took a note of the old-fashioned gramophone sitting on the top of the shelf. Your fingers run across the wooden surface to catch a better glimpse of the collection of vinyl and movies. Something that caught your interest? Impressed by the collection you have over here? Ah, Dad? His gaze darts between you and his impressive number of CDs, as if he was embarrassed by you finding out about his nerdy interests. Okay, kita akan ask more, you know. What kind of movie do you have here? Most musicals or any old Hollywood blockbusters with accompanying memorable, nothing too harsh, nothing too brush. Care to show me any sometime? You are interested in decade-old film? I want to learn from the expert. He squinted his eyes at you, his smile widening. I'll take a note of that. I realized I haven't asked about any of your favorite dishes, so I just went with the first thing that come to my mind. Hope it won't bother you much. No, jangan cakap pizza. Please. Aku rasa dah siap malam aku makan pizza. We can eat whenever you are ready. Better get to it before it gets cold. Right, yeah. You follow him to the dining room, the air filled with the smell of a nicely cooked meal. The light from the chandelier illuminated the room, forming a cozy atmosphere. You take a seat across from him at the table, folding your hands under your chin as you caressingly watch him reveal the dish in front of you. The second he lifts up to the lid Up the lid, your eyes go wide. Yes, that was what I'm talking about. A pasta. Mamma mia, that's a pasta. A nicely prepared pasta with tomato sauce and chicken. Such a simple meal, yet it looks fancy. Definitely not something you can compare to what you do at home. You keep surprising me. Is that so? He hands you over the plate, the smell filling your nostril. His hand reached for a bottle of wine. Okay, so sekarang ni kau tak makan tapi kau minum. Macam mana tu? Do you drink? Okay, so should we or should we not cakap yes. Okay, untuk kali ni aku akan cuba cakap yes. But if something happen, kita rewind je lah. You drag your glass closer to him. I do. Don't pull me too much though. When I'm driving back home, because you would definitely let me drive a shiny baby, as you once called her. You're right. I wouldn't. Be bold. Go easy on the alcohol yourself, or I might as well stay the night. Yeah, I'm most shocked anyway. Why did you say that? Once he composed himself, he awkwardly coughed. His eyes won't leave your face as he patiently waits for you to try out this dish. Hands folded on the table waiting for your opinion the moment you take a bite. You let the taste melt on your tongue as you keep chewing. Oh, these guys know how to cook. Oh wow. The grin on his screen widens as he sees your pleased expression. Like it? Of course I do. You almost feel embarrassed to admit how much you like it. How is he doing all this? How can someone be so composed and so good at everything they do? He seemed to notice. I hope I didn't put any onions in there. Are you okay? It's just, how are you doing it? I mean, like everything you do. You look a bit puzzled by your words. Do I really come across that way to you? Is it not how it is? His finger tapped against the wooden table as he is unsure whether or not to say what's sitting on the top of his tongue. It's intentional, to give off the best possible impression all the time. Whether it's a live broadcast interview or just a simple interaction with one of my colleagues. Like right now. I stand my ground, keep everyone on their toes, because that's how I want things to be. That's what people expect from me. Certainty, confidence. So once you get used to playing this role, it sticks to you. So it's an act. The room falls into a thoughtful silence. You always knew there was some things much more to this guy than it seemed to be. All that family trauma and the other thing he dropped on you have shaped the person he is today. But you are so eager to find out what's more behind all that act. Okay, so kita ada 3 pilihan pula. Career, love life, how do you eat? How do you eat? Bro, this comes out from me sebelum ni. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna save. Okay, kita akan cuba nasib kita kat love life. I don't recall you mentioning your love life. You talk about your family, but have you ever had a significant other? Well, his hand toyed with his glass of wine, swishing the liquid around. Who has time for this nowadays, am I right? This idea of having someone special always terrified me. I mean, how do you even bring yourself to tell that person in the first place? Being all lovey-dovey and vulnerable. He comically shivered with the chuckle. Not for me, no. Too busy with the star of the show. You take a sip. But you thought about it? I have. But after some time, you actually end up realizing it's not worth it. Too much responsibility, emotional draining. It's messy. I suppose you're right. Am I? I had a relationship a long time ago back in my home city. I don't know if I can even call it a genuine relationship. It was convoluted on both sides, and it simply didn't work out. Oh my, I'm sorry to hear that. But I have to. I don't think I even loved them in the first place. We did spend a lot of time together. They made me laugh, and we just kind of thought this is what this love is like. Whatever it was going on inside our heads during that young age, who knows what true love feels like. Guess we are stuck on this together. Wait, that sounded... I didn't mean it like... Relax. I know what you meant. You almost had to cover your mouth to keep from spitting out the food you had in it. Whenever his words slipped even a little unintentional, there was a faint red light on his screen. Right. I'm sorry for my unprofessionalism. I think we left professionalism a long time ago. True. I keep forgetting this was supposed to be a business dinner. I'm glad it's not. I got to learn more about you. He stiffened at your words, his expression unreadable. His gaze falls to the glass before he looks back at you. Okay, so kali ni kita ada option ni. I'm gonna read how do you eat. I'm sorry, this has been on my mind for a while now, and I just have to ask, how do you eat? Out of everything you can ask me, I'm curious. Well, where's the fun in there? Wait, I tell you. You pouted at him, but you suppose he's right. I know you talked about your love for filmmaking yesterday, but still want to know more? You flatter me. Ever thought about reaching for that bigger league? Of course. It's something I have on my mind quite often. I'm satisfied with how things are. I have a great team, a strong lineup of past and upcoming film. And the balance feels just right. If I ever want to achieve it big, the time will certainly come by itself. I don't feel the need to chase it. Passion is a virtue, after all. Good things come to those who wait. Interesting. What? Ready to run off to Hollywood once we are done with Rabbit's free show? I'm hurt. Is that how you see me? A teasing smile curls at the corner of his lip. You are particularly asking for that pasta to end up on your face. No, my beautiful, nicely clean screen. He clutched his palm to his chest with a hurt expression. You're gonna have bad sneakers at his antics. As the night dragged on, you both continued to chat and laugh. Enveloped in a warm, easygoing atmosphere, the time almost seemed to slip away. You have learned more about him, and he has learned more about you. Realizing how much a person is hiding beneath that showman act, your fondness for him has only deepened. Okay, there's something. Could it be it? You flutter in your chest whenever he looks at you with a genuine smile on his screen. You are not familiar with this feeling. It's harder to ignore it when he keeps staring at you like this. Alice, what's up with you? Here we are. His voice pulls you back into the real world. Oh right, he just drove you home. You groggily reach for the car door, trying not to trip over the curb as you step outside. The sudden wave of cold night wind makes your fur bristle. You two get carried away talking and end up being quiet there. He follows you to the sidewalk, ready to say goodbye. Thank you for tonight. It was fun having you over. Thank you for inviting me. His screen lights up with a genuine smile, making your heart beat a bit faster. Bro, am I Aku ke yang kena start semua ni. Well, apa orang kata, kita dah sampai sini. So apa kita buat? Kita teruskan je. Why are you even considering such thing? Now your face is alright. See you on the set next week. You already know it. Good night, Puzzle. Good night, Alice. Okay. Oh, so we didn't actually kiss. Okay, so it's a thought. Okay, faham. But I mean, it's a thought. Okay. You wave him a last goodbye from the door as he drives away, leaving you alone with your thoughts. Standing there for a bit longer to collect everything in. You didn't seem to notice the rapid wagging of your tail. Gosh, just get in before someone sees you. And as you're about to walk into the apartment, you're face to face with Kiwi's stupid grin. You're not looking forward to what she has to say. I saw you two outside the window. And she just kept looking at you with that look on her face. You better get off my face right now before I bring back that unfinished business from yesterday. Kiwi's face dropped once she remembered how you threatened to slap her across the face with a pack of tortillas. Just want to ask how did the day went? It was not a date and it went well. You're not even gonna speak the detail? Your dead stare was your answer. Fine. She finally stepped aside and freed you from the doorway, letting you inside as you headed straight for the bedroom. That night changed everything for you two. You're not exactly sure how to describe that gut feeling you keep experiencing ever since that midnight walk, but you know for damn sure it got worse after this little oh-so-called business dinner. The thought of it looking him straight in the eyes next week at work would feel almost impossible. What did you get yourself into? A month later. Right? Yep. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is the reason why we survive until this. Today is the day, the premiere of your very project. Dapat tak skip? You put everything into making this project possible, and now everyone finally gets to see it. For years, this idea was only scribbled down on a bunch of notes for you and only you to see. You stand here as a proof that persistent belief and determination can turn simple thoughts into something real. It's still you, the one who wrote, edited, drawn up the plan. It could make you shed a tear as you could turn back with all the emotional struggle and team building it took to portray it as the author you intended. You let our snipper look at the different version of your poster, realizing for the city to see. No matter what the reviews say tomorrow, no matter what numbers appear in the newspaper next, this moment is something no one can take away from you. Okay, come on. It was a busy night that day. Once the premiere was over, you and your team had a little celebration party in the studio, which was of course all Linda's idea. Parties weren't really your thing, but today was your day, so making an exception just this once doesn't seem bad. In fact, it was just rather nice. Maybe apart from that loud music. Alice! Sorry. Are you really going to just stand there here the entire night? Leave a little. I think I'm good on that. You said you're green widening as if to say the point. Besides, I'm waiting for puzzles anyway. Oh. Speaking of, have you seen him? Nope. Deep after the premiere. Ah, of course he did. The relation between you two was quite odd after that lovey-dovey dinner. While you were still hanging out regularly at work, he seemed to dodge every possible meeting after working hours, making up lame excuses. You knew something was up, but never dared to approach and ask. But you are determined to get out of him today and confront him. After all, it was an important day for you both, as a director and as a producer. Want me to go to look after him? No, I'm sure he will show. I've been noticing his strange behavior lately. You fidget with your drink as you sigh. Yeah, I don't know what's up with him. Though she's not the only one acting strange. It just gets more obvious you throw you, noticing the awkward change in your posture once she says those words. Me? Well, who else, you dummy? I hear every scrap of gossip in this place, and you two are clearly hiding something from me. Alice? I made it. I'm here as I promised. There is an awkward silence between you three for a brief second before Linda's eyes go wide. Now, hold on just a minute. Yeah, Linda, cakap. Linda, cakap. I know what's going on here. Miss Cheryl, would you mind? She strikes you with a knocking look on her face before she leaves you two. Yeah, Linda, kita nampak. Linda kan, kita nampak. Hey, Aya. I have something to talk to you about. Oh, he's not getting out of this time. Well, I have something I want to talk to you about as well. Trust me, I know what you are thinking. Let me explain myself. But would you mind if we went out? Away from all this noise? You nod to his suggestion since you were planning on catching a breather outside anyway. He leads the way, squeezing through the crowd to make it to the front door. Holding the door for you, he gestures to the park across the studio. It was dark, not a single person in sight. The only sound was the rustling of leaves scattering across the ground, carried gently by the wandering breeze. Okay, this is a new things for us. He stops by a nearby bench, facing away from you. You are waiting for whatever he has to say, and once he starts talking, his voice trembles. I I need to tell you something, Alice. Something I have been burying in myself, to a point I can no longer ignore such feeling. He finally turns to you, looking deep into your eyes before reaching out to your hands. He gently takes your hand in his. Yeah? Ever since I met you, I came across this intense, unfamiliar feeling I couldn't shake off. No matter how much I tried, I saw a spark in you that day, Alice. I tried so hard to keep the spark contained, but I lost myself and you in the process. I thought it would go away. I really hoped it would. But it's gotten worse and worse, and the more I keep thinking about you, talking to you, the more I realize how deeply you have gotten into my head. Until it wasn't something I could just ignore anymore. You make my heart race even with the slightest smile on your lips. My knees feel weak every time I look at you. I spent my entire life building walls around myself, keeping up an act in hopes no one would ever glimpse the truth within me. And then you came along, and everything fell apart. I had to face you with the real me, and I felt vulnerable, so defenseless. But you never judged me, never pushed me away. You kept your presence gentle, like a quiet anchor in a stormy sea, letting me feel safe enough to just be myself. Keep my guard down. I was so scared of telling you, scared of being around you. So I act like a selfish idiot and never brought myself to be genuine with you. I feel so pathetic just telling you all this. But I know this moment had to come around eventually. Now I know that if I ever make it big in this world, it will be you by my side. Whatever projects await us in the future, I want you to be in there with me. I love you, Alice. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. That's what we are waiting for. So much. Bro, at this point, just kiss him. At least kiss him. Sorry, aku dah. He must be practicing this speech for a long time. You know, there was only one thing to do to assure his words. Your hands guide him to the nearest bench. Step by step, you climb into it, bringing yourself level with his gaze. He seems startled for a moment before you gently cup to the side of his TV head. Juga you long enough. Yes, kan dah kata Alice ni ada rasa. So maksudnya apa yang Alice ni nak kata, dia sayangkan Mr. Buzzer. Yeah. Are your last words before you gently press your lips? Oh my god, under the light, under the lonely night. My god, it's getting hot. Oh my god, Alice and puzzles. After what felt like an eternity, you pull away, but he still holds you close. You stare into each other's eyes for a while, letting the moment settle in. But before you are able to mutter a word, his face lightens up into a goofy, almost love-dazed grin. You have no idea how long I wait for this. He chokes up while happy tears stream down his digital face. You shake your head at his silliness, wrapping your arm around his neck. His arms find their way around your waist, bringing you closer into the hug. Was your strange behavior just a way of keeping all this from me? Will you be mad at me? Will you be mad at me if I say yes? I'm already mad at you. Yes. You are unbelievable actually. But you are still put up with me. Unfortunately, I do. Lucky me. Yeah, lucky you. My god, I'm sweating so hard right now. Getting up has been easier and keep you notice. Like, what's gotten you all cheaper? Do you find money on the street kind? You brush it off, unlike the usual time. You playfully would have threatened with a tortilla. Over time, your sleep has visibly improved, and dark circles aren't too much of a problem anymore. You feel lighter. After waving a kind goodbye to KV, you two split off to work eventually. Luckily, they found a position from your recommendation. Finally, as for the smell, it's become decent with the new candles around the house. It's not like you were planning on staying in the apartment longer anyway. KV has been on the lookout for a better flat, and Puzzle has offered a spot for you at his place. Was it too early to think about it, perhaps? But he seemed to be very serious about it when he first mentioned it, contemplating all kinds of things partners should discuss after marriage. But for him, it has to be discussed now. It's kind of cute now that you are thinking about it. With a mellow expression, the morning sun let themselves in as you took your time appealing to the colder weather. You grabbed a puffy jacket with fluff toward the top. The walk to work felt dreamy. Imagine Mr. Puzzle by your side the other day replaying on your heart, in your head. He will be holding your hand, complimenting your outfit. Karen had to snap your back into reality to order your coffee properly with that knowing look. Oh, your head was in clouds the entire morning. Making the walk to the study better than usual, you were almost certain that flowers were blooming as you walked. After knocking the excess off onto the mat, you were home. Your coworkers greet you with a wide smile. Alice, cheery this morning, aren't you? Yeah, sure. Have you been vibrating with good vibe for the last few days? The relationship between you and the boss was still fresh, but you knew telling your coworker about it was still drama. Not to mention the headline you will be reading the next day. My own film has just been released into the theaters, Linda. Who wouldn't be all giddy about it? You wouldn't tell Linda about it either. You are sure she has already discovered that herself. She decided not to push it further, as the way your fingers fidget with the cup lid was all she needed. I've seen P snooping around the writer's office this morning, acting all sneaky and everything. They couldn't get me through though. Oh, well, you didn't hear that from me. She gave you a playful smirk before turning her head back toward her department. Wait, Linda? Thank you, for everything. I don't just mean helping me settle in, but you suddenly prayed she would get what you meant. She smiled, the gesture speaking for her. The moment you stepped into the writer's office, you realized what Linda was talking about. Your eyes locked into the bouquet placed on your dress. Oh, so sweet. Your piece is a sweet man. The bouquet has a film reel decorated ribbon. Similar decorations were found around the studio. How professional, you joke. Sitting at your desk, you have got a few questions. Where did he find this? Were they real? It was winter season and a few species were rare at this time. Suppose it didn't matter as you checked the quality along your digits. You gently hold the bouquet against your chest before pulling your phone out. According to it, the species of one seems to be called stargazer lilies. You knew the others as white rose and daisies. Why do the daisies remind you of some place you have been before? Either way, it equates to that warm feeling again. It's rare to be given cards anymore, you thought. How special. Oh, there's a note in it. Alice, I hope this will reach you before the day sweeps you off your feet. I have chosen this arrangement as they have reminded me of you. Radiant, brilliant, and far bolder than you have let yourself believe. More to me than I could write in sappy romance. Without expression too much sentiment, thank you for holding a place for me. I wish us safe travels as I introduce you to a place that's dear to me. I'm sorry, that's pretty cliche, isn't it? P. Putting the card down, you can help but think. Is it an invitation for the first day? Or possibly another of those boss dinners that are totally friendly as colleagues? You snicker like a sad. Oh, puzzle. You are something special, alright? What place would be of such importance if not his own? Getting up, you adjust your coat, zipping it before tucking the card in your pocket and the bouquet. Oh, sekarang dah ada love. Sappy during working hours. Meet after work. It's quite a walk up there. You can go by my car. I would love that. Damn. Hey, semut sama je. Just like you to agree, you went to see him after work. Walking up to the main exit as you make sure no one is being extra nosy. There he is, leaning against his car while impatiently tapping against the car hood. His screen lit up upon seeing you emerge from the entrance. He takes a bow with a more than acceptable grin before opening the convertible passenger door. Thank you for finding time on such short notice. Take a seat. I have specially curated the bouquet in a way to celebrate this new milestone. They smell lovely, thank you. The man is reeling at what place he possibly has in store or how far it is. With his money, it's a real gamble. As the flower lingers against you, your heartbeat thumps faster, and with it, you have been noticing things. The small twitches of his antenna as you walk up to see him. The way his gloved hands fidget with the car's door. The thought of him liking you before you felt the same is not helping you already racing up. Is it me or are you feeling more fuzzy inside? He seemed to joke. Watching your fur freeze up at the thought of being near him. You attempt to shake it off, and for a moment he cocked his head curiously. He laughed a bit more, a snort coming out. Like a puffy Pomeranian. You probably glare, smoothing down your fur to normal before shifting your puff jacket back. Says the guy with no hair. A fleeting gasp comes from him, stopping his laughter. A chuckle comes out of you as he raises his hand to his chest dramatically. Will you come on in or not? My shiny baby has been running for a few minutes now. Your TV-headed boyfriend might just leave without you. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. He's such a drama. Shifting inside the car has been running, so it is noticeably warmer in here. Puzzles has this goofy look on his face as he watches you put on your seat back before he looks away. What? My comment wasn't that bad, was it? In a lower tone, he just hums a puff of chill air. Perfectly reasonable, he says in a sarcastic tone while pulling out of the parking lot. The roads weren't busy, which made the ride up to whatever he was talking to you more exciting. The first few minutes were quiet, but it wasn't that kind of silence like the ride to his place a few days ago. This was comforting silence. No radio playing, just the soft sounds of the car's engine and occasionally birds chirping from outside to people enjoying each other's company. Oh wow, we're getting some altitude. The city is so small from up here. It's twice as beautiful and untouched as the common hiking trail. This place we are going to means a lot to me. And soon it will mean more for both of us. I wouldn't ruin this surprise just yet. He smiled a lot more as he drive. Maybe he goes here for movie inspiration? Is that a surprise? He looked your way, resting his arm on the console between you two before looking back to the road. Your breath stiffened as the air thins out. White flowers pass by and the puffs of snow greet you. Your hand goes out to steadily meet his. Whoa. You accidentally said out loud while looking out of the window. Puzzle's smile softened as he looked at your amazed expression. It's quite the place, my little sanctuary when my head's too fuzzy. Just you wait until we are all the way up. Okay. I mean, it's kinda nice. Like ada satu bukit yang, perfect for, you know what I mean? Perfect for some some ring. Once the car's hummy stop, he signals you to wait before he steps out of the car. Walking around the car, he opens the door with a small bow. Gentle puff from his CRT head confirmed the colder temperatures out here. You shiver, adjusting your zip jacket as you step up. Holding your hand, he starts walking without a word. Small patches of grass covered in small snow sparkle along the way as Puzzle guided you through the white flower. The wind was strong enough to make your fur bristle, but bearable with your TV-headed boyfriend right by your side. His mechanical wiring doing its magic to keep him and you warm. As the lightly drizzle snow crunch beneath your boots, your eyes widen, taking in the view. Damn, that's such a nice place. Especially like dia punya mendung ni. It's very beautiful from up here, you can believe it. His grip tightened, cherishing your gaze as you watch the early sunset. The frost came back, nipping at your nose, your body a full-on shudder. Looking around at this vast field, it overlooks the cliffside with an immaculate view of the city below, where Puzzle Studio building resides, Karen's cafe, and your little apartment if you squint. Your fur gently fluffs as Puzzle chimes in. It's been quite a while since I came up here. The last time I recall was for the sake of my convoluted feelings for you. He snickered, trying to mask embarrassment in his voice. This place, it was more than I needed. And this proved it. It needed to be me film. It needed me. Since shooting here for the first time, it's been my hidden oasis. It's no beach cove or musty pond. No, it's the white flower keeping me grounded as I navigated my thoughts. That no dream was far away if I could just feel it in my grasp. He turned to you softer, more sentiment as he spotted the familiar bench that was comforted by nature. Older with wild vine and moss. I've been thinking of you, as silly as that may sound, grounding me as I was standing at the cliff of head, holding me before I knew I was going to fall, giving me a new perspective from the grass, the wildflowers. His hand tightened against yours, your head finding its way into his shoulder as he fixed his scarf. He spoke first, his digital expression shown in your peripherals as a thought scared to emerge. You can feel his CRT hits up. Alice, throughout our time together, my spills, my stories have been fruitful. Yet, there is one thing I haven't been very honest to you about. Being so close, his audible heartbeat stammers on this as the snowfall lingers. Your gaze looked toward hers. What do you mean? You nudge him, and yet he's scattering the words like a snowball about to fall off the cliffside. It hasn't always been. My name is not Puzzles. You probably already guessed. Who'd name their kid such a thing that eventually is put on a resume like that? He choked. He didn't interrupt, but held his hand back just as prominent. Jobu continued to sit in that awkward yet intimate silence before he brought out Anthony. Anthony, my man. He murmured in a whisper you weren't used to. His screen read, visible plus pulsing EKG lines. It's Anthony. But I left that name behind me a long time ago. I do not wish to be called like that anymore, but I feel like you needed to know. Your hand did more of the talking as your thumb comforted his gloved one, a consolation that no words will do much good here. Thank you for trusting me, you murmured back as your posture continued to melt with his. The white flower flurried. As the sundown left the sky in hues of dark purple, red and indigo, you feel your eyelids growing heavy as you try to take in this new best view of the mushroom city. But to him, his new favorite view will be of you. Aww. Sharing it with him. A bench made for two. Okay, you're not going to propose to her? They they look so good together. Oh my god. They look so sweet. Okay, I was expecting him to propose to her, but maybe that's not what we're going to get. So, kita dapat ending lagi satu. Best ending aku rasa kita boleh dapat. Shout out to these credits people. So, I hope that this is not a copyright though. Yes, nampak kita dapat the best ending in the game. Yes. Okay korang, okay aku feeling hot sekarang ni, like badan aku rasa panas with the gossip, with the the feelings. So I'm gonna end this episode. So tapi kalau korang nak kita cari ending yang lain, so jangan nunggu-nunggu. Jangan bagi tahu kat komen dekat komen korang. Okay, so itu saja from Zeno out. Terima kasih.